on anything. So
I mean, if only the Lord would help us.
She's a little encouragement today.
hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome,
And Cork
Cork
You.
You. So here we are again. It's a Tuesday night. We've got some wine. We've got some things to try with our wine, and we'd love for you to try it with us. So we are going to be featuring this amazing bottle of wine tonight, and we hope that you can tune in, log in, Facebook, whatever you want. We've got all the platforms ready for you to speak to us today.
Tell us where we got this wine.
So we got this wine. It's a Publix BOGO, 1924. It's a great year because Prohibition was happening. It's an amazing time in America where people thought that drinking should be constitutionally illegal, and then people thought, never mind. It was the fastest turn of events. So that's why those years are so important, because they made these incredible bootleg types of alcohol on all. I mean, we're talking bootleg beer, bootleg wine, mostly bootleg whiskey. So it was a very important time period in America. So this wine comes from that type of feel. It was made in 2019. It wasn't, we are not that rich to get a 1924 bottle of bootleg wine, but we would like to feature this wine that's dedicated to that time frame.
I'll read a little bit about it. It is a limited edition double black Cab Sauv from Lodi, California. I'm going to read the maker's, the vintner's description of it. The heart of the Prohibition era, the wine's darkest hour was when it deemed illegal. It was also the year our winery first planted vineyards in California and farmed grapes that were sold to friends and neighbors. Story goes, some of these grapes might have been used to make wine. For those that dared to toil the black market in winemaking, full-bodied red wines were the wine of choice and a crowd favorite in speakeasy across the country. Crafted from the finest grown and select Lodi vineyards, our 1924 Cab Sauv delivers dark, rich flavors of blackberries and currants with a hint of vanilla spice, balanced with a variety of tannins and a style reminiscent of the Prohibition era. Now, I am a sucker for a story. Okay? I would be more apt to jump on this wine, and I haven't tasted it, than anything else, because the backstory, the way the vintner wrote it on the back, I think is and the label, by the way, I find classy, amazing, simple, but it speaks it.
So that's one thing that we do here, is because Stacy is an artist, that we do judge labels. We're not going to lie. We judge the art. We, meaning her. I don't know anything about art. But before we drink this, hi, Sean. We see you're logged in online.
Sean,
I don't know if you can see us, but thank you for logging in. You're welcome to call in if you want, and we can absolutely talk to you. But thank you for logging in. I know that you follow us. I've seen that you watch all of our stuff. So thank you for logging in and being a proud patron. And hopefully you've got a glass of wine that you're going to drink with us.
I'm sure. I'm aerating, by the way. She's not. It's important with all reds. This is how I choose to do it on the table. It's a more even aeration than that little swirly thing.
Well, normally we have like an aerator.
But we didn't bring it. But so in any case, when you don't have one, swirl it on the table. It keeps it even. That's important.
Just making the wine breathe correctly. Oh,
Ooh.
hey, hi, Sean. Okay, you said hi.
Ooh, that's got a nose and a half.
All right,
I'll tell you right
Sean,
now.
I hope you're drinking some wine while we're doing this.
Sean, talk to us. We miss you.
Yeah.
I hear you have a big bottle of wine for my birthday that I have missed, Mister. Anyways.
It's a different Sean.
Oh, sorry. So we have
Oh,
a.
there we go.
Hi, Sean.
It's Shannon.
Oh,
How you
it's
doing?
Shannon.
I don't know why you're talking, Sean.
No, it's
Hi, Shan.
Oh.
Hey, girl.
Hi, ladies. I grabbed the bottle of wine, although I was able to snag the 2020, not the 2019. So, yes, I'm sipping along with you guys. And I loved listening to the intro and the discussion about the winery and the wine that was made. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. We try to make sure that we put a little fact to what we're doing, not just drinking wine. So,
Like last week, we had a wine that had zero description, zero, and it was an interesting label, but there was nothing to say about it. I mean, other than it was from Lodi, California. So I like to hear what they're saying about it. Like the backstory of this makes me. It's got a smoky bottle. Everything about it is listen, marketing. When it comes to wine, how do you stand out from others? By the way, and not just in taste, but how do you grab them from the shelf?
so you got the bottle, girl.
All right, have you drank? Have you
Have you had any yet?
I did. I wanted to open it and taste it a little bit before I got on, so I would have some.
All right. Well, we're tasting it. Here, we're cheers.
Cheers, Cork You,
Cork You.
Cork You, Mama.
Cork You.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. What you?
I gotta give it. Well, always one sip is not proper. You gotta.
So Shannon, how you doing? Where's the baby? What's he doing?
She just cut me off there.
Where's everybody?
The baby is being put down right now. Daddy's doing that.
Ah.
So we're here to talk about the wine biz. So have another sip.
All right. Let's see.
I mean, she didn't do Fireball prior this time, so.
I usually do a fireball before. No. I like it.
It's got some nice legs. What do you think, Shen?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it?
I do like it. It is. It's bourbon barrel aged. I thought it was going to have a very bourbony note or an aroma, and I'm not really getting a lot of that. I do get a lot of the vanilla and the brown sugar, some caramel. But I like it. I think it had a pronounced intensity. The aroma, immediately when I poured it into the glass, it was very aromatic.
Yes.
I agree.
I did get some alcohol on the nose, but I did notice that it's a 15% alcohol volume, so I guess that's to be expected. I also got some notes of blackberry, blackcurrant, some floral notes from rose and violet, a little bit of black pepper, which I thought was interesting for a cab, and then green bell pepper, and then also I noticed some a leather aroma and flavor as well.
See, now I wanna feel that black pepper.
I'm not getting
that like you are.
well, and I'm not getting leather.
I'm getting
Usually,
a very smooth.
It's maybe okay. We have 2 different years. However, same vintner. Shan, do you have? You got a bunch of legs. You got good legs going.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, true fact. Yes. I noticed momently when I opened it up and I poured it and I started to aerate it there on the table. Man, it was very pungent to the nose. Stung my nose.
Right.
Although pleasantly so, because this is what I enjoy it. But as I've sipped it, it's a lot milder than I anticipated, given the nose in the beginning. Now, given it a few minutes, it still has a pungent,
Yeah, it is kind of I feel like my lips are getting a little pursed.
I don't feel that in my nose though when I sniffed it. It's very smooth, super smooth.
I think it's super smooth. That's why I'm not feeling this black pepper thing. I just think it's super. But Shannon, you did such a great job of describing it.
Thank you.
So when are we harvesting?
I mean, I do not have very many grapes out there, but I am going to go and harvest with some of the folks that we met a couple of weeks ago that have some grapes that are getting to be ready in the next couple of weeks. So I'll be going and doing that. And
are you going to Tallahassee? That's the one that we wanted to go to.
Say again?
We wanted to go to the harvest in Tallahassee.
Oh, are you guys going to go?
We want to. Is that the one you're going to?
No. Well, I do plan to go to that one as well, but I'm talking about just up the street from here. One of the ladies that was in our conference with us, she's got some grapes that I'm going to help her harvest, and she's going to give me some.
Oh,
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We would
She's
try.
got 8 acres as opposed to my six sad vines outside.
You've got vines. What are you saying?
Can we maybe go and venture with you guys?
I can ask her. I'm sure.
And
I'm
we
sure
can
she'd be
feature
happy
you
to have the
guys
help.
and feature her on our website and in our social media contacts, and I don't know.
I will offer to her. Sure.
Back to the wine. Are you eating anything with your wine?
I am not.
Okay.
It's okay. She just wants to drink. It's all good, girl.
No, but we're like I'm just asking, dude. Like we pair stuff. So we've got tomatoes, mozzarella, seafood dip, the moo cow cheese, garlic chips, chocolate. I mean, we
got
just,
everything.
you know,
Thanks.
I always try to give myself a palette where I can see what makes this wine shine and what dulls it out. You know, spicy foods are never good for a wine anything because it just dulls it destroys your taste buds for a minute. Like it puts them in shock.
Right.
You can't really taste the wines. So what's your experience with that, Shane?
I mean, sometimes I think wines, particularly red wines with some spicy food, will kind of enhance the spice. So if you're a spice lover like I am, sometimes that's a good thing.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I love spicy. I just don't want it to be where it like scorches my mouth to a point where I can't taste. That's all.
Yeah, I can't taste the wines. Yeah.
I think this wine is working well. So I just tasted a little one of our little garlic cracker things with a little bit of the garlic cheese, and I thought that went over real well.
It's outstanding. The seafood dip with it, it's
When you guys
lackluster.
are tasting, do you guys try to see if the food enhances the wine or if the wine enhances the food?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Both?
Right. So if what I want to do is say, if I'm going to have a dinner party or something.
Oh, and by the way,
what I want to do is figure out what best to serve with your Chardonnays for like an app, / champagne, and what best to serve with sort of meats or dessert wines, or even cabs that can go with dessert. What I like to sift out is what goes best with what, and kind of make it a balanced experience.
Right.
So we are having a wine. I think I texted you about this maybe a little bit, a tour of wines. So it's going to be next month. If you want to come, I know you don't live around the corner, but everybody picks a country. They bring a wine from the country and a app or dish from the country, and costumes are 100% welcome.
Acceptable and welcome.
And we're just going to have a bunch of wines featured with just to have a nice little dinner party. So you're more than welcome to that if you're interested.
Thank you.
Also, there's a place for you to stay or several.
Right. You have a place to crash.
I mean, you can just one night. You're going to want to stay over because it's going to be a blast.
If everybody brings a bottle of wine, you know how that's going to go.
Oof.
So just putting it out there. It's going to be September 26th or 27th.
No,
sorry.
August
27th. Yeah, I'm a month ahead of myself. So we'd love to have you.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'll look into it and see if we can go.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's a place like I said, there's accommodations, and because
Yeah.
you're coming from just
If you're
Tampa,
coming from
and just
Florida,
if you
we
want to
got
drink
you.
and enjoy, you don't have to worry about driving.
Thank you.
Um,
No, why don't
And-
you give her an update on the cat?
well, I figure we're on a wine thing. Is there anything else you want to talk about wine-wise? She doesn't care. My cat's insane. But I mean, she's a kitten, so she's bound to be, I've had kittens.
full of energy. Yeah.
Holy, yes. She follows me everywhere, even in the bathroom and everywhere else. She's funny. And she just loves, I'm her mom, so
She's everywhere.
I love her to death. She danced with me. We danced Madonna, a little bit of Cher and Britney.
Well, we did Madonna today. Yeah, we did a whole Madonna thing.
I know, you're laughing. Do you make your kid dance? I just want to know.
Do I make my kid dance?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he gets moving. Turn on some music, something with the feet, and he just goes for it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So
He's got some good moves.
So what's new with you aside from, anything new and special? How are you doing with your grapes? What have you discovered? Share.
So the grapes are coming along. We've been getting a lot of rain, so I'm getting to experience that. Like I told you, this is my first time really diving into the grape growing and production side of it. So it's been a very heavy learning year for me. And a lot of people have told me that the weather here isn't necessarily conducive for good grapevines,
Yeah.
and I certainly see why that's the case, because we do have a lot of heavy rain in periods where it's not necessary for the grapes in their production, which brings a lot of mold and mildew, which isn't good for grapes in general. And then the other thing is because it's so hot here, we do have a lot of bugs and stuff like that. So I've been learning about different bugs on my vines, which has been
Well, yeah, because like what I was learning there was that pesticides are not great for your vines, and pesticides will actually deter from your grapes going well. So, man, it's so
But you're sort of
difficult.
screwed.
Yeah, it's like you have to find a natural pesticide kind of, or just let them be. It's very interesting.
Well, they do let out natural pests. What they talked about when we were there.
Yeah, if you get rid of one pest, then you bring in another type of thing, because certain pests eat certain pests. But
have you had any yield at all, or do you think you will, or were they all just jacked?
I won't this year, just because they're still so young. I do have grapes on the vine. I can send a picture to you, but it's nothing significant.
Please do. Please send us a picture. We'd love to see how your crop's doing.
Yeah, I will. But the lady that I'm going with in a couple weeks to help harvest some of her grapes, she's got Carlos and Noble. They're muscadine grapes.
Yep.
So I'll at least be able to get enough grapes to try making wine and getting some experience in that area with wine production. Nice. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Get to make a red wine and a white wine.
Absolutely.
Yay, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. Let us know if we can come. We would love to be a part of that.
Well, I know there was several folks that I had talked to that I'm going to help harvest with that just, do it on their own. One of them, if you remember, I think it's Sherry.
We've spoken to a couple people about.
Sherry, is she local? There's somebody up in Spring Hill who I connected with, and
Right, there was somebody.
Shannon, not Sherry.
Holy smokes. Randy, that's who I was trying. Not Sherry.
Randy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Randy and John, they'll be harvesting too. So I've offered to go out and help them because they will harvest, rinse, freeze, and then produce later on in the year. So if you guys want to to get dirty and
Oh.
pick some grapes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let them know you're interested.
I mean, I know that they're doing. Though the next Growers Association is in. Is it September or January?
I don't know. Have they said? I hadn't heard.
I think it's
They
January.
were soliciting for input, but I don't know what the outcome was of that.
Mm-hmm. I talked to Sue. Sorry, I'm eating.
Okay, good.
She said, I think it's January and it's very soon. And they all unanimously decided DeLand was the place.
Yeah, I like that area. That was nice.
I do too. So I believe it's January. They had COVID. She had COVID. Her husband. I mean, it's God love them. They had shut down there for a few weeks because of it.
Wow.
But they're forging ahead, and I wanted her input, and I was so elated to meet them, and the people that we really immediately connected with is you, and I'm pretty stoked about it all. So I think it's January. I think it's January 14th. I'll have to double check, but she told me the other day when I was on the phone with her. So
nice.
Yeah, so we'll get together for that. But prior to that, if you guys can come over our way, that would be great. If we can come over your way, that would also be great.
Yeah.
I think I texted you. We're doing a happy hour on Friday. I know that's out of your way, but I
won't be able to make it for that. But that's cool. You guys are doing that. Is that how often do you guys do those?
We used to do them once a month, but we'll probably do like a happy hour maybe twice a month. Try to get us back in the gear, but I just wanted to make sure that you were invited, and you're always welcome to everything that we do.
You rock. Thank you so much. I love you, ladies.
We love you too. You're awesome. We need pictures on our website. We need to share your growing story and what you're experiencing with the Florida weather, because we are in a rainforest, by the way, and it's
nuts.
It's not easy, and I really want to hear just your personal experience about it, and we can share it, because people don't understand how hard it is here, because our climate is bonkers. But I would love for you to I would like to feature you on our website and just tell us about yourself and your experience just coming up with this and just having this small little you know what, I would like to do this, and oh shit, it's like a monsoon out here, then it's a Sahara desert, and there's more pests than any, I really would love for you to share that with us and share it with everybody that's on our site.
Yeah, we'll give them the veterans discount.
Awesome.
I mean, would you be happy to write something?
Yeah, I was just taking a note. I would definitely do that. I'll put together like a little bio with a story explaining just what I've been up to over the past year and what my overall ambitions are. That'd be great. I'd love to have additional support that way.
It's really awesome because everybody has a dream, and they may think that they can't do it with a backyard with 6 vines. But you know what? You're doing it in a backyard with 6 vines. You're learning. And I want to share that. I want to empower anybody who might just think, yes, we can do this. I can do this. And it's what I want to do, and I can start small. And most people are so daunted by it, Shannon, that I really think that your input of what you've been going through, since now we are entering into summer hell, I think it would be really wonderful for you to share that with
Absolutely.
And we would share it, because
so I don't know if you know this or not. We're sitting at we broadcast live now from our speakeasy from our friends that own Sunshine Supply. It's a small company here in Tarpon Springs. So we're trying to promote their business. They're helping us out. We get all of our shirts and everything through them. Everything that we order is through them. So they have a little speakeasy in the back of their shop. And that's all we're trying to do is promote everybody, helping everybody out. So they let us come here. We tell them, we're like, can we? And they're like, please do. Like they provide us with anything that we want. They're amazing.
They've
So-
stayed late open for us, by the way.
Nice.
So, we're all we're doing is
Local
trying to
business.
local businesses. Is that what we're trying to tackle? And promote our wine business, promote all of us, like you, everybody. We want to do something else, right? Like you want to do something else. You're
Absolutely.
not just growing grapes in your backyard
No.
just to grow grapes. You want to do something else, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an end game to all of this, and that's what we love. That's what we were so excited how we met people like you and Alexa and Barb and everybody. Like it was so great to meet
Do
people.
you guys get to talk to Alexa, or have you been down to their place in Sebring?
No, so I did have a little bit of a text thing with Alexa, and then I didn't because she left, I guess, that day.
Yeah.
So I didn't get back with her, but she did text me back because I know you talked to her a bunch.
Yeah, I talked to her at the conference. I want to make a trip down to Sebring. I want to go see their place. Like I totally like dug deep into their website, and I was like trying to figure out what their place looks like and where it's at. And I was surprised it's actually not that far away. So I'm definitely going to make a trip down there. It's so cute. I'm so happy for them. And they've got, you talk about stories. They've got such a great story. And I think they've done a good idea of articulating it on their website. And they even like promote their dog as one of the employees.
Well,
for
it was on their wine label, which was really lovely. It's one of the labels I was drawn to. So one of the things I want to do as an artist is I want to start doing wine labels because I'm a pretty decent artist. So I want to keep
Do it.
streamlining and doing what I love to do and enjoying my life. And I'm going to break barriers. And I know that we're here to talk about, maybe we can just demystify things, or maybe we're not just silly, but we kind of are in some ways. But I want to demystify the whole thing about wine. And, people are daunted by it, I think. A lot of people are. And they're like, I don't really drink wine because they don't understand it, right?
Yeah.
I want to broaden the horizon for it on a very local level, like $20 bottle. You can eat
That's our goal for our podcast, is to just buy a cheap bottle that people can love and we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And encourage people to drink more. So while you're the only person engaged with this, so the last podcast that we did, there were 43 people that actually were on here. So people so people might not engage or talk, but they're listening. They're watching. So that's our goal, is to just make sure that we're always out there. We're always encouraging people, helping them get to another place. Wine always seems like this very, for lack of a better term, bougie thing, but it's not. Anybody can get a good bottle of wine, and you don't have to be rich, whatever. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to break barriers with wine and saying we can do this with anybody. Anybody can have a good glass of wine. That's our goal.
I think the double black 1924 is, what was it, like $10 or $15 or something?
$10.
$10 because it was a BOGO deal.
It's a BOGO.
For $10 all day.
Shannon, do you like it?
I do, and I was really surprised. One, that I was able to get it, because last time I joined you guys, I wasn't able to get the wine. But I was surprised by the price. I was surprised there were some flavors that I thought it was going to have, and it didn't have. And it is a very good wine. So, however you guys stumbled across this one, I think this is definitely a bottle that I will revisit again and again.
Awesome. I love that. So we've got a great review. And that's the thing. Like, so now we've got a great review for this wine maker, because,
And the story was just amazing. Like, I there's so much more. Like, yes, like last week I tried to read, I turned the bottle around. I go, oh, well, I don't know. It's a cab, because there's nothing at all written about it. And it turned me off quite a bit. For anybody that's growing, for yourself, your backstory, what your story is, and how you feel. It's connection, and I think connection is in all senses, of course. And I think it would behoove anybody that's making wine to make sure that they put a little blurb about their wine and
Their
what
passion behind it.
this
Yeah.
vintage is, and just putting yourself in there personally in some way, like this is put it in a place and a time. But it would be I think amazing, because I'll turn a wine away if I don't if I'm not compelled, if you will.
So Shannon, so we usually end at 30 minutes.
Yep.
I know you've got this whole family thing that we don't understand. So is your son asleep, or is he still waiting for you to go lay down with him? I'm sure he's waiting for you.
No, he's I was just checking on the little baby monitor. He's rolling around in his bed trying to put himself to sleep, but he's good.
Isn't that funny? You're looking at him in the baby monitor while you're doing something, because that's what moms do, right?
Yeah.
You can't ever relax, right? You have to look, because
You're a mom boss.
So we're gonna help you harvest all your 2 grapes that you got. But we want to go up north and do some harvest. So let's keep in the loop. We've got text messages, groups going on, and things like that. We want to be super. I hope you enjoyed this wine. I don't know. What were your thoughts? What are your end thoughts on this wine before we shut it down?
Yeah, ladies, I think this was a great recommendation. It's not something that I would have grabbed for myself. It is neat. I like how they used green glass for the bottles. That's something I've never seen.
Yes, and the smoke, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's tied to or a throwback to some prohibition thing.
Yep.
If you said that in earlier part, I missed it. So I thought that was neat. I think this was a good recommendation. I definitely will grab another bottle of this. You're saying it's on BOGO at Publix. I definitely will go and grab a couple of these, because that'll be something nice to share with other folks when they come over.
Absolutely.
It's an easy drinker, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not going to be overly over the top for people, and it's not going to be too meek for people either. I think it's in the middle of the road. I think it's for the money. I'm going to give it, a good 4 glasses up.
I'm saying I'm tasting that black currant real strong. I'm not feeling that leather thing that Shannon was saying. But
What's your rating?
well, but her year was different.
All right, but what's your rating?
I'm a solid 4.
She's a solid 4 as well. What about you, Shan?
5 is the highest.
Oh, I was going to say, out of what? Where are we at here?
5.
I guess I would go like a 3.5. Is that fair?
Yep.
That was awesome.
Well, that's pretty solid for $10 if you're getting a BOGO.
And that's what we do. We want to find cheap bottles. That's why we do the podcast. Let people know, hey, there are good bottles out there that you don't have to spend all this money on.
Hell, you want to go into a party and wow them and think that you spent $40, $50 for a bottle of wine, and it's not. I mean, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
We're not all made of,
I think it's a steal at that price, but it's definitely a good value.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So again, we're doing a happy hour on Friday. I know you can't make it, but we'll keep you in the loop. Like I said, we're gonna do the wine tour that we're doing, and we'd love to have you. So I'll send you some more information about that.
Awesome. Yes, please do.
Well, Shannon,
we're gonna peace out now.
All right. Ladies, I love talking to you. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you for chiming in.
And I love how you got the wine and drank with us. So we'll do this every week.
I love this.
Looking forward to next week.
Next Tuesday. Okay, you take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.